main show, and I've got two of the guys from Darkstar Orchestra, and we've got a few questions for them. So let's first introduce them. You guys want to introduce yourself?
I'm Rob Eaton, I play guitar.
I'm John Kavasik, I play guitar. We
All
both
right.
sing.
We both sing, yeah, that too.
All right. Well, we've, just to let you know, I recorded you guys about a year ago, and it's been on the show. I've had so much email response, it's just been ridiculous. It's been voted as my favorite show. So thanks for having another interview with me. Because, people are really liking it. And I understand you just had your 1300th show here. What an amazing...
That's news to me.
Yeah.
That's great.
What an amazing...
On Friday the
guys.
13th.
Oh,
So, just a little bit, I've had a lot of questions been thrown at me, and, a couple questions there. So, what's next? What's really next? Are you guys going to continue?
Tonight's show is next.
And the question is, what is the show tonight?
That's another one you won't get an answer.
Okay, I understand that you guys, some of you guys all grew up together and started this project.
Not John and I. John's from Chicago.
Yeah, not really. Kevin and I had played in a band together for a year before this. Maybe a year before DSO got started. But and the drummers had played together in a few different bands before they joined.
So how really did it work for you guys? I mean, this has turned into really fun.
In the beginning, from my perspective, it was an idea I had. Just it came to me as soon as I saw a dead bass. And I don't think I was the first guy to ever think of it, or the only guy to ever think of it. But I really pursued, getting to know people in the Chicago area and playing in bands and networking. And I really thought it would just be a once a month, deadheads in Chicago. Get all the best deadhead musicians in Chicago together once a month. So when it finally all fell together, a once a week gig opened up, and then that once a week gig, we started packing, and within 4 or 5 weeks, and then people started asking us to play weekends, and then we all decided to quit our various other bands and make a full-time go of it.
I don't think there was ever a master plan. I came in '99, so I wasn't around from the beginning. But even when I came in, I don't really think there was a master plan. There's never been a master plan about where it's supposed to go.
It just kind of happens. That's a good.
It's kind of like evolving on its own little sort of thing.
That's a good thing.
Just finding deadhead musicians that want to play the music this way, and that's we're playing the music for us first. And I think I can speak for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're just deadheads like everybody else, like every other deadhead. We're just maybe a little more fanatical than the rest of them are.
Okay, so on the road, what's life on the road like for you guys? Is it just tough for you?
It's hard. Yeah, the road's hard. I mean, everyone thinks the road is this. You're riding around this big tour bus, but you have no privacy, and you're away from your family and.
We got a lot of people on that tour bus.
There's 12 people on the tour bus. 12 people as a driver, it's 13, so it's hard. So you lose.
It's a rolling dormitory.
Yeah, you give up a lot of your private space and your own self to do this. I think we all sacrifice a lot of that to be out here on the road. It's hard. It's difficult. We try to keep our tours to a place where we don't make it harder on ourselves. The longer it goes, the harder it is. So we. Keep it to our 4 weeks, 4 weeks and a couple days, and that seems to work fine.
Try to keep things close enough that in theory people could go on tour with us if they wanted to. People do.
People do.
It's probably a hair easier touring on the tour bus than it was following the Dead around, except that we have to be places. If you're following the Dead or Fish or a touring band around, you don't have to be there until right before show starts.
It's a labor of love. Let's put it that way. That's probably the best way to put it.
All right. So, just a little curiosity. What's your favorite song? What's the favorite one to do?
That's it. It's almost impossible because there's so many good. The catalog is so big, and there's so many great songs. I don't think you can narrow down to one. It's kind of like narrowing down to your favorite tape.
If I gave you a song today, and you could ask me again tomorrow, and I'd give you a different song.
Exactly.
Terrapin Station is a great song. Eyes of the World is great.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, they're all great
Yeah,
songs.
Yeah.
How do you
Sometimes
so it's like children. Like, how do you say you love this one more than another?
Yeah, that's always been my opinion too, but I was just curious to find out there. Well, guys, hey, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to a wonderful show.
Excellent.
You guys are bringing so much joy to your fans, and I can honestly tell you guys, I can see it. I've got a great response, and just getting the feedback, makes me feel good. There's still people out there, carrying that vibe, that spirit, and we're painting a picture of how we want to be remembered and how we want to go forward. And I just got to thank you guys for being out in
Thank you for
front of
having
us.
us.
We appreciate you.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Yeah.
Did it show you guys?
Yeah. Oops.
Sitting, standing.
No, that's all right. You ready? Good.
All right.
Hey guys, make yourself welcome. My T-ball's down. I got John.
When you're on the road, it's long.
You
gotta do what you gotta
Hey, welcome to the Normal Bean Show. Hey, welcome to the Normal Bean Show. I've got some of the guys from Darkstar Orchestra here. And let's introduce them. Guys, tell them who you are.
Tito English, I play drums. Steve
Wilson.
I play bass. I'm one of the drummers. I'm the stage right drummer. Doing the Bill Christmas stuff for the most part.
Okay. So how did you guys get into this? What's your story?
Get into this band?
Yeah. What's your story with this band? How did it evolve for you?
Well, basically,
I was there for the first show.
I was playing in a band called Uncle John's Band in Chicago, and our original Bobby guy, Mike Murat, had been in that band and left, and then we hired John, who's our Jerry guy, and I had a band going, but I felt like he was the best Bobby guy I've ever seen. He was the best Jerry guy I've ever seen. I got to introduce him, so we all got together, and actually, Bobby guy was kind of mad at me because John was in my band and he had left and wasn't going to get to play with John. So like, why'd you do this? Now that we get to play with him, and I said, hey, who knows what could happen, maybe in the future. I felt he should be. And pretty much from there, John ended up leaving my band and he was doing a side project and he got Mike to do it. And they didn't think I'd be interested because I had my other band going and I was pretty involved in it. But they were doing weekdays. I said, I actually heard him with a bass player that I thought was kind of terrible. I said, why are you using this guy? So then I started doing it with him, and pretty much from that point on, John took the ball and ran with it and sought out the other members.
Essentially, basically, a couple of guys just came up with the idea of doing a set list. And, in order to do that, they wanted the right amount of players to cover the right amount of parts. And we all played in various bands, and a lot of times, for me, I played, I was doing original music, and then on the side I would play in Grateful Dead bands for fun on the weekdays, and everybody played, from various Grateful Dead bands, and it's kind of like, just kind of gravitated, the right people gravitated together to do this setlist thing. And that's kind of how it started.
You've probably had the experience that I have playing in a Dead band with some members who were not really Deadheads.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work. In this band, when we all got together, pretty much people knew the parts because they wanted to, because it was their favorite thing, instead of having to learn.
I had the experience, not necessarily they weren't Deadheads, but they just had a different approach, and they weren't up to par, or they were just doing it in a different way. And this, the way Darkstar approached it, it kind of had a cohesiveness that brought, like-minded people together. basically, it's kind of, if you want to look at it, it's kind of like the all-star band. Like if you want to equate it to baseball terms, you know, it's like,
Oh, we got a friend.
and
You guys didn't tell me you had a mascot.
yeah, and you know, we all played various group live bands all over the country, and we kind of live together.
So
I don't know if you guys can see this.
we have the Darkstar mascot. So, anyways, where do you guys see yourself going after this? How long do you think you're going to do this?
Until we run ourselves into the ground.
What's next on the big horizon?
Well, Amsterdam. No, we haven't been out of the country yet. That's one of the things we haven't done. And so that's kind of a new adventure for us.
To me, I wanna love you night and day. Though our love will not fade away. Though our love will not fade away. Though not fade away. Tried to show you, but you drive me back. Your love for me has got to be real. You're gonna know just how I feel. Love's for real, not fade away. No, they're not fade away, yeah. today. I can't walk you out in the morning dew, my honey. I can't walk you out in the morning dew today. I heard a baby cry this morning. But I heard a baby cry today. You didn't hear no baby cry this morning. You didn't hear no baby cry today. the morning.